Hey guys, today I bring a new video that I thought about it and maybe it could be really useful. Especially because I struggle so much when I see incredible entrepreneurs like Emin Gachi or Alex Hormozi, and every time they tell us their stories where they were young and trying to build their first business, I cannot picture them like that because they're at a level of success that seems so far away from where I am that I just cannot see it, and it is hard. Like, I know that their success is definitely not overnight, but for my mind it's a bit like, how? What did he do when they were my age? What did he do when they started the first business and all of that? So that is why I am going to show you everything that I do every day in order to create a business, or trying to at least. So I'm just going to walk you through what my everyday life looks like. So first of all, I do not create content every day. I batch it. I plan once a month and record once a month, and I edit throughout the weeks. So for example, for YouTube, each week I edit the video that I'm going to post that week. So in that way I don't feel that burnout and I keep the consistency with myself. So yeah, basically every time that I'm in a public transport and I have some time, I start editing it throughout the week and then I just came home, post it. That is it. And for my personal life content, what I do is kind of the same. But throughout the weeks, I'm starting to get new ideas, and as recording like short form videos is way easier and I can just record it more spontaneously. Or maybe what I do is that I record some blogs, and every time that I get an idea of something that I want to talk about, I just put my voice over it and that'll be it. So in that way, I just allow myself to be a bit more spontaneous with my content, and it is way more personal and not as business related as YouTube is. Then the second pillar of my everyday is learning. Every single day I study. I study either business or something related with my college that I'm just going to start at September because I'm going to move to France. And I'll have to give you a little update about that because when I first started this, I was just on the process of keep going with my French and just trying to build everything there, but many things happened. I was going to study French in France, basically at Paris for 1 year, and then I was just trying to figure out what I was going to do, but that didn't went through. So I'm currently waiting for start applying for my student visa because I've been accepted to my dream university at France. So I'm just waiting to get some things done before I can book that appointment and get my visa, and well, I'll move to France at the end of August. So that is really cool. So what I'm trying to do is getting used to some concepts and seeing them in French, because even though I am a B2 in French, I do feel that I need to get the habit of being more involved with the language, because well, English is pretty easy and at the end of the day is the universal language, so you can see it everywhere. But yeah, you don't see like trends with French songs so often and all of that. So I'm just trying to get used to it. So I see economy, law, and business related content as well, in order to first of all getting used to that vocabulary in French and also to learn more. And one of my biggest and one of my favorite parts about myself, about everything that I've known, is trying to build up business since a couple of years ago, has been reading. I'm just gonna show you. So you can see here all of my books. Oh gosh, everything's full. These are my babies. I love them more than everything in the world. They mean the world to me. These books have shaped the way I see my reality, the way that I see myself. And also, I'm just giving you a recommendation here. Actually, I just finished this one and this became my favorite book of the moment. I always read business related books and like self-growth, spirituality books. This has to be one of my favorites. So I truly recommend it to you. I found it because when I read Personal MBA, his list was this book, and well, it was totally worth it. So it's like the best way to learn because it gives you so much things to wonder, to search, and a book always leads to another. So that is something that I truly love, and well, most entrepreneurs read every day for some reason, and I truly get it. This has become my obsession. And also, I love podcasts. This year I started like listening to more podcasts, and I love them because you can see interviews and many things that the people that you admire do. They tell you what they think, what their actions are going to be in the future. I mean, the variety of content you can see is incredible, and it is like you are in a conversation with them. So it's perfect. Basically, I set one goal to listen one podcast a week, and that has become one of my favorite things to do. And now we're gonna talk about like work-life reality. And right now, I also have a normal job. So even though I didn't want it, my time is limited, which forced me to be more intentional about the things that I do. I always try to find time because there always is. I just came from work today. I just had my lunch and I'm here recording this. So I do not use that as an excuse, but I do not have the time that I had maybe last year because I was just focusing all over my business and studying French. And something that I really enjoy doing is doing some research. In every book that I've read, in every interview that I've heard, every time they tell you to start looking and relating somehow to the people that you admire. But as I do not have that proximity yet, I'm trying to build it, of course. What I can do is to surround myself virtually with the people that I admire. Now we have all of the resources that we need. We just have to use them. So I think that one of the most incredible things is to read biographies, because you see throughout the lives the struggles of the people that you admire, and you can feel more related to them. For example, you're trying to build a business and you see some of the Gachi content when he was young and 16 trying to build his business. You could feel more related to that content instead of the content that he's posting right now that he's almost like a billionaire. That's what I'm talking about. But if I can tell you, my daily actions basically are thinking a lot, journaling in order to organize my ideas, planning, recording, posting, and actually I'm not doing much. I'm just gonna be really honest. But a year ago I had a lot of more time. So I investigated more, I did outreach every day, I created my webpage, I tried to talk with as many people as I could, and I started to see results, but it's something that takes a lot of time. And now I'm just focusing on another way, because as I told you in other videos, now I'm working towards investing money instead of time, because I think it's worth waiting for a bit, but knowing that when I start building again, that shit will pop out. And yeah, basically my focus is really simple right now, and I want to keep it real because there's someone who's in the same position as me. This is exactly what I need to do. There's no extreme path that you have to follow in order to be successful and a business owner and all of that. It really does look different. You have to bear with that. And yeah, I used to wonder what people did when they were my age. And this is my little effort in order to make you feel you're not alone in this track, because it's really lonely. And I really hope that this accomplished that little mission. I'll see you in the next one.